Hey guys, how have you been lately? That's good to hear. And for me, I've been great, and I'm excited for today's lesson because I tried to make it as fun as possible, and I think I succeeded at it. Now, for in the previous lesson, I gave you guys a list of words with the sound th to be used to find interesting sayings. Now, we're going to use those things later on in the activity, and not the beginning activity, the middle activity. So yes, I didn't forget about your homework. Okay, moving on to the first activity. I'm going to be I will say a saying that I found interesting. It was produced by John Steinbeck, and I'm going to give the explanation of the saying. Now, the saying itself does not have the sound, but the explanation does give plenty of examples with that sound. Okay, I wrote the text on the board, and I also have it written on a piece of paper. I'm going to read from the paper. Okay? And I will ask you to repeat after me for some words with that sound. Okay? Give me a second. A journey is a person in itself. No two are alike. That's the saying. Now to the explanation. Underneath. Yes, repeat after me. Underneath. Great. Underneath. A person's clothes. Yes, clothes. 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 There are stories, some told, some untold, just like traveling spots. We have thousands. Yes, repeat. Thousands. Great, that was a great try. Of stories take place. This saying was thought of. Thought of. During John Steinbeck's travels with his dog. Okay, that concludes the explanation. Yeah, okay, for the middle activity. The middle activity is going to be like this. I bought some paint and white t-shirts, and using that fabric paint, I want you guys to write the sayings you found interesting on the t-shirts. Now, how are we going to do this? I'm going to divide you into two pairs, and one person, I will give the fabric and the paint and the t-shirts, two t-shirts. One person will try to say the sentence they found interesting. Try to produce that sound. And then the second person will try to write that saying on the person's t-shirt who's trying to say it. Okay? I'm going, after 5 sentences, switch roles. Okay, great. I'm going to give you 15 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Okay, then begin. Let me divide first. Okay, I divided you guys. Now begin. Now moving on to the last activity, the creative activity. An activity where you will use your creativity. I wrote some words of the sound there on the board while you guys were doing the second activity. Now, using these words, I want you guys to try to, make sentences about the emotions and memories that you thought of while you picked these sentences. Okay? And then after writing down those sentences, I want you guys to try to come up in front of the class and, try to produce that sentence, that sound